What's up everybody? So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the new Dualshock 4 back button attachment. This guy is actually not even released yet. It's going to be out in a few days, but if you live in the States and you have a Target or a Walmart nearby, for some odd reason, they're selling these before release date, and that's actually how I picked this up. So if you guys want to get one after this video, I will leave a link in the description below for you to pick it up from one of those places or even from Amazon. Anyway, so in today's video, I'm going to unbox this. I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works, if it's worth it for 30 bucks, because for $30 you can actually pick up a remap kit that is made by Extreme Rate. I highly recommend this because you get more buttons, and you can also pick up a strike pack, the FPS Dominator strike pack, that is also wildly popular at this price range. So how does Sony's $30 back button attachment compare or stack up against these two guys? Let's take a look at that in detail in today's video, but before we go ahead and get started, let's get a word from today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by GVGMall.com. GVG Mall carries a wide variety of game currencies and gift cards that you could use to take your gaming to the next level. If you're looking for a fresh copy of Windows or Microsoft Office, then you can certainly find those on GVGMall.com as well. They are priced very competitively and offer legit copies of Microsoft software. You can pick up a copy of Windows 10 Pro for under 15 bucks. Visit GVGMall.com for more information and use code TSB to save during checkout. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. Wow. So that's the packaging. It's really just an empty box with one slip that has the instructions on it, I believe. Tells you to read first, and it comes packaged inside this little bit of soft paper. So Sony really cutting on the cost to get you that $30 price tag, huh? Okay, and lo and behold, here is the back button attachment. So initial impressions, it's very lightweight. Ooh, I like the tactileness of the buttons here. It's nice and tactile, that's great. So let's go ahead and pop this onto a Dualshock 4. Let's check out how easy it is to program it, and then we'll actually see some in-game footage and if it's actually worth purchasing this guy or not. We'll compare it to the other guys like I mentioned. So let's go ahead and check this out. Oops, didn't want to forget, they also have an actual instruction manual. So sorry for that unboxing, guys. I know it could have been better, but hey, it's not like I unbox things for a living, right? Just kidding. Anyways, okay, so here we go. We've got our back button attachment right here. I've got a Dualshock 4 controller here. And the interesting thing here is that you could see this guy actually wiggles like that. Look at that. To allow for an easier installation. Now, this is honestly a lot harder than it looks. It is not really easy to install. So you're going to line it up, try and give you guys a better angle of this. You want to try and insert the 3.5mm jack first, and then painfully kind of just push it in there till it clicks in place, and there you go. It is now installed. So all that's left to do is hit the power button. You can see on the back, it is now starting to show what controls we have. So you can basically cycle through just by holding the actual touchpad, and well, now it died. Oh well, okay, so since this is all hooked up and whatnot, let's go ahead and try it out and see how good this actually works. But before we go ahead and do that, let's do the most satisfying thing ever. Wasn't as satisfying. Still looks pretty nice and shiny, and you can bet your bottom dollar that that is gonna be a fingerprint magnet. Look at that, already stained it with my germs. Nice. So one more thing I wanted to show you guys real quick is how you actually program and switch between profiles. So once you press it, you'll see that you're in the existing profile. So in this case, I am in profile number 1. Let's see if I can get this cleared up. Okay. So if I press and hold, then I'll be able to actually go ahead and change the back pedal assignments. You just got to press it for 1 second. So I'm going to put it back onto circle, or never mind, set it as X. Double clicking it will move it past to other profiles, and you have a total of 3 profiles. Now, if you set your profiles, but you want to reset the entire thing, all you got to do is press all 3 buttons and hold for 5 seconds until you see that reset sign. And once you see that, logos pop up now it's been reset to its default setting. So it's actually really intuitive, really simple to use, and I like this a lot. It's fantastic. Alright guys, so I've put on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare since that was the last one that had the jump packs that I have on me. Didn't find Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3, but actually Black Ops 4 didn't have it. Anyways, I digress. So, okay, so first of all, it's been a crap ton of time since I've last played this game, so if you see me getting lit up, please do not make fun of me because I suck at this game right now. It's been a while since I've played it. Nonetheless, the paddles. So the paddles feel great. It's a bit of a learning curve, honestly, to get used to it because your hands aren't really used to putting, or resting your fingers in that area unless you've typically played with paddles. But then again, if you've already typically played with paddles, this product is going to feel right at home for you. It's not going to be something that has a huge learning curve. It'll be a slight difference in how you put it, but most of your muscle memory should remain the same. So it's perfect if, like, let's say you already have a scuff controller, you don't want to dish out another $200, but you just want that extra 2 buttons. This thing is awesome. However, if you have not played with any kinds of paddles before, there is a steep learning curve for you guys because you're going to find yourself accidentally pressing these paddles more so than you would ever expect to, and it's just going to cause a very inconvenient gaming experience. So for me, it's been a while since I've played with paddles on, and I kept like accidentally jumping or accidentally sliding, and it just wasn't like the most optimal way that I should really play. However, after playing this for a bit, my hands started to get used to holding it, and it just felt like a very ergonomic experience. So I'd have to say, like, honestly, this is very solidly made. I'm pretty impressed that Sony put something like this out. So far, this is a very solid thing. Let me go ahead and give you the full breakdown of this back. So now actually having tried this with a first-person shooter, which involves a lot more quick responses with your fingers, you guys obviously saw I totally sucked at it because I was still trying to get adjusted to the actual feel of this. So it feels very ergonomic, guys. This is very, very comfortable. In fact, I'd say of the 3, this is by far the most comfortable, and then the other 2 are just as comfortable. So I think our FPS Strike Pack and the Dawn Remat Kit are just as comfortable compared to each other, but I actually think the original one from Sony feels like it was meant to be there. So, and it's interesting because the fact that they're doing this late into the PlayStation 4's life cycle only means that more than likely there is a likelihood that they're going to include this built into the PS5 controller or offer a different variant, because this just validates that Sony believes there's actually a market for back button attachments for their existing controllers. So overall, it's fantastic. I think this is solid. This is absolutely worth 30 bucks, guys. There is a little bit of a learning curve to getting used to how your hands feel on the back buttons. They're very tactile, they are very comfortable, but when you're using, let's say, the Dawn Remat Kit, it takes a little bit getting used to move over to this. But I think after a while, if you play this enough, just like you do with any of the back button attachment kits that are available for the Dualshock 4 today, there is a little bit of a learning curve. So now the ultimate question is, $30 budget, you've got 3 choices here. Which one would you pick? And honestly, guys, it really depends because each one of these offers something unique. If you want something that's very easy plug and play, you don't need to mess around with it, and it's an original Sony product, the obvious choice is the back button attachment from Sony itself. If you want additional buttons because 2 is not enough for you and you want to have some more things, then the Dawn Remap Kit is for you. Now, bear in mind, this does involve you opening up your controller and doing an installation, and I actually have a tutorial on how to do that, so if you guys are interested, I'll link it over here. You guys can check that out if you do happen to pick one of those up. I'll also leave a link in the description below for you guys to purchase this if this is your choice. This is actually my personal favorite. I like the Dawn Remap Kit more than both the other ones. Of the 3, in fact, entirely, I think this one is my favorite. And then the last one you have here is the Strike Pack. Now, so the Strike Pack is also relatively plug and play. However, there are some settings that you can adjust. There's some mods and stuff that you can install in there. And I'm not a huge fan of the clickiness or the lack of clickiness of the actual triggers. So to me, it kind of feels like it's a little bit cheaply made compared to the other 2 products. But then again, that's just my opinion. You guys are welcome to your own opinion, and you're also welcome to test out this compared to the other ones. So that wraps up pretty much my review of the Dualshock 4 back button attachment. A very, very solid investment. If you already have a Dualshock 4 controller and you don't have a scuff or you don't have anything else, keep this in mind. This is actually very, very nice. I love the OLED screen on it. I love how easy it is to program, how easy it is to switch through profiles, and the fact that it just works straight out of the box. There's no, complicated stuff involved with it. So absolutely a very, very solid product. Again, if you guys want other options, there are other options out there that don't require you selling a kidney to buy a SCUF controller or something like that. But anyways, guys, if you guys found this video helpful, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, do hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're up to date whenever I put out new content. If you guys want to give me a follow on Instagram, go ahead and check my Instagram page out as well. It is new, so I'm starting to add some good stuff to that as well. And follow me on Twitter if you guys want to as well. But as always, guys, thank you very much for staying through to the end of this video. And as always, I appreciate you guys and see you on the next one.